everybody, it's Candace Presley here. Make sure that you follow me at Commercial Candice on YouTube and Instagram. So today I have my good friend and colleague, Hakim Singleton of Singleton Mortgage Group, who is a loan officer who's just doing his thing. And he's going to share with us some information about his products and what he's doing and how he can help you obtain financing. This is a money guy. Listen up, get your notebooks ready. Hakim, I'll give it over to you.
So thank you so much, Candace. I'm so excited to have this few minutes to chat with you. I really want to talk about some different ways that we can add value to the agents in your office and add value to just agents in general, right? So the first thing that we do is when we start working with a office, a team or a group of realtors, we want to try and get them familiar with our programs. So the programs that we offer, of course, we offer all of the local grant programs. So any grant that is tied to a home or a housing development agency, we're usually going to be able to accept. If we have the PHA grant, the Philly Seeds, we accept that. We accept the PHA housing voucher. We also accept the Philly First program. I know it's not available right now, but I'm hearing whispers. We have Media Fellowship, Chester County grant, Upper Darby grant, Montgomery County grant. All of those local grant programs we tie into and we tap into and we utilize their services. We also utilize the FHA Chenoa loan, or as it's commonly referred to on the street, it's 100% FHA financing. So that means no down payment, and you still can get the full 6% seller's assist. And when you're looking,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And when you're looking at that program, the minimum credit score, I believe, is 640 on that. So, we have that available. We also have all of the PHFA programs, that entire suite. So we offer the Keystone Home Loan. We offer the FHA Plus loan for HUD properties. We also offer the conventional HFA loan, the home affordable loan. That one also ties in to the conventional program suite. So that's a conventional PHFA loan. And the minimum down is 3%, but you're eligible to get up to 4% of the purchase price or $6,000, whichever is less towards your down payment. So that means if you have a buyer that is short on assets but has okay credit score and you want to get them into a property in a competitive situation, that would be a program for you. And then we also have the Plus loan, which is for non-first-time home buyers or for people that make too much money to qualify for that Keystone Home Loan. That program has no income limitations. The interest rate is a little bit higher, but it's still a great program, and you can still take advantage of that 4% or $6,000. And so we utilize that, and not to mention the Keystone Home Loan right now has an interest rate that's right around 2.375. So they're getting crazy.
Now you have to have a minimum credit score for that, right?
That is a 660 minimum.
Right.
660 minimum.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you've got all these programs, because down payment is usually the biggest hurdle, for a lot of our clients. So this is great to hear. So tell me this: are there still any like 203K? Like I had somebody text me earlier talking about they want to buy a property and fix it. So are there any programs for that? Or is 203K still around or something like it?
So the 203K loan is still around. We're still doing them. They're still going strong. They were suspended for a little while last year, but they're back. That's FHA 3.5% down. That is assistance with the rehab of the property and making sure that the house meets the FHA guidelines or the minimum standards, right? You can't change the footprint of the house. You can't go in there and knock down walls with an FHA loan. You can renovate. You can enhance the property. The property has to appraise with the repairs. So we want to make sure that those repairs are committed to upfront, and the money does not go to the borrower. The money is paid directly to the contractor. So that's one of the misnomers.
Right.
You want to make sure that the contractor is okay with not getting paid 30% up front. They want to work up front without a disbursement until they reach that first phase, right? Into the first phase.
Right. So it can't be, your cousin Lou who, does, electrical on the side, you know what I mean?
You gotta have somebody
they gotta be legit.
Licensed and insured with a 2-year work history. And they have to be able to float the project. They have to have the money to pay their guys to do the work until they reach that first phase. And I know if you need a contractor, Candice has a list of them. So, she'll take care of you.
Yes, I will. So tell me this too, with COVID and our current, economic environment, what are some, hurdles and things that you've seen, outside of the normal, person buying a car in the midst of the transaction, but any new kind of nuances in terms of things to look out for?
All kinds of things right now, right? You want to look out for anybody that is currently furloughed, anybody that was furloughed, or anybody that was let go and found a new job in the last 12 months. That could potentially cause issues. So you want to be sure and understand the borrower's work history, the buyer's work history. It's super important. Super important. I think it's important that we educate the buyer up front so that way they understand and know exactly what they need to give you or to give to the lender or to me, to make sure that I understand, I have a good picture, and we know how to make it make sense to our underwriter. The whole loan of an application is to make sure that the mortgage is sellable at the end. And as long as we can ensure the loan is saleable at the end, we'll do the loan, we'll get it closed. That's it.
Okay.
And
now, can you also, go ahead, I'm sorry.
One more thing. So with the renovation loans, it's also a conventional product as well. And so if you're looking to get into a conventional renovation loan, we do offer those as well. And we offer those to investors as well with a larger down payment. The one stipulation is that it has to be buy and hold. It can't be a flip transaction. So if I have an investor that wants to buy a house and they want to put 20% down on the purchase price, and then they want to take some money and then renovate the property, that's doable. But it can't be a fix and flip. It's got to be a buy and hold.
Okay, that's good to know. I may be looking at that for myself for you. I got something I want to get. That's some really good stuff. So I guess lastly, and I usually start out with this, but if you would just share with us about your kind of journey to where you are and I guess what you like most about, real estate and mortgages and what you do.
Sure. So I started doing mortgages when I was 19 years old. I was in college. I took an internship with a rural lending company. Everybody knows me. I'm from North Philly. So I was driving from North Philly every day, all the way to Lancaster and back every day. So I was in the car 3 hours a day. So
that's dedication there.
Listen, it's hard work, right? It's putting the work in to figure out, all right, this is what I want to do. I want to learn about it. I want to educate myself. And the big banks and the big companies weren't checking for a 19-year-old kid to give him a job doing loans. And so I took the opportunity. I learned so much, man. And I'm talking like doing loans on cheese caves, doing loans on those big giant combines that grind up that separate the wheat from the barley, right? Or everything. So I'm financing all of it. And I learned how to read a tax return. I learned how to understand business returns. I learned how to look at a business and see the value and see where the income is coming from. And then I learned how to operate with someone who didn't look like me. Most of the clients were Caucasian, and a good majority of the clients were Amish. And so learning how to understand Pennsylvania Dutch, learning how to, learning how to speak a different lingo, right? And so I took that and I transitioned that, and at 20 years old, I took another job with Wells Fargo as an intern. I did that for about a year, and I was promoted to a junior loan officer, learning from an amazing producer who right now I still can call, pick up the phone and say, yo, Steve, what's up, man? I need some help. And so no matter how big you get, you always have to have that one person where you can pick the phone up and say, hey, talk me through this. And if you pick the right person, it's always going to be love. So,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, I did that for a year. And then from then on, it's just been originating loans on my own. I did it from the muscle. I didn't have help. I didn't have mommy and daddy giving me $1,000 a month to make it work. I was on oodles and noodles diets. I was shopping at Aldi. You know what I mean? Making it work. I mean, literally surviving on maybe $1,800 a month. So, in the summer,
humble beginning.
Real humble. And, that taught me how to budget financially. It taught me how to stay out of trouble tax-wise. It taught me how to do a lot with a little. And a lot of it was just me putting the work in, putting it on my back and just chasing the vision and chasing the dream.
Right. Well, that's amazing. A really amazing story, Hakim, and thanks for sharing. I can definitely relate to, from doing it yourself from the ground up, that's kind of how I started as well. So I so appreciate you today and sharing your company's services and loans. And I definitely look forward to continuing to do business with you. And any closing thoughts before we sign off?
I could talk about products more. I could tell you more, different options we have. It's always different nuances and things I could talk to you about. But as far as just adding value, I think aligning yourself with a lender that is going to pour into you, not just take your business, right? I'm going to pour into you. I'm going to send you guys invitations to training programs, to stuff that I pay for you guys. You'll get weekly trainings. You'll get weekly webinars. You'll get access to seminars that other agents just won't. And it's free for you guys. And so I want to be a resource. I want to be a sounding board for you. And so if there's anything that I can do to reach out and to help, let me know. That's what I'm here for. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Hakim. Make sure you holler at Hakim. I know you have some hashtags or Instagram, but we're going to have all of that there for you. But I thank you so much for your time today, Hakim. And again, thank you all for listening. And I'll see you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe at Commercial Candice on YouTube and IG. Thank you.